Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Friday to you all. Hopefully your weeks are wrapping up nicely, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hope you're having a great day nonetheless. We are playing quite a little bit catch up of catch up, not of catch up. I was away for a good chunk of the last week and a bit, primarily down to just getting swamped with PhD stuff. That I had to finish before I got around to anything else. So much so that I have destroyed my sleep schedule because of it, but you know what? We move nonetheless. One of the things we need to catch up on out of the very extensive list of things I need to catch up on in terms of releases is NCT Dream. They dropped a brand new song titled Rains in Heaven. Their English debut, which is very exciting indeed. I have no idea what to expect from this era. It's like, we've checked out an all English NCT Dream song in the past before. It was the remake of Beatbox. I think that was early on last year. And then we've had a handful of NCT Dream releases since then, because we had, of course, Broken Melodies and ISTJ and that whole era, which was a really good time. We had Smoothie and that whole era earlier on this year that I didn't get around to on camera. I did get around to it in my free time. Didn't mind it all that much. But what really has sold NCT Dream for me this year has been their Japanese release, Moonlight. Oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous song. So good. And well, now that NCT Dream has gone full English, I have no idea what direction we've gone, so I don't know if we're going to get a beat-heavy tune like ISTJ. We're going to get a little bit smooth with it one time, smooth and bouncy with it, like Smoothie. We're going to get super dramatic and vocal-heavy like Broken Melodies, although I won't complain if we get anything like Broken Melodies, considering that somehow topped Hello Future as my favorite ever NCT Dream song, which I thought would never happen. But I'm excited to get into it, so let's get into it, shall we? Here we go! Righty. Oh, Rains in Heaven. Now, I haven't really kept up with NCT Dream in terms of like non-musical stuff this year. Mark's dropped a couple of tunes. He had a little collab with Big Naughty, which was quite a good time indeed. But apart from that, I've been kind of sleeping on Dream this year. Well, mainly in just K-pop in general this year, because I got to a late start. But oh, it's good to jump back on board as my first NCT subunit. You know, they were the ones that got me properly into NCT in the long run. So let's check it out. Here we go. Vocalist Mark Lee, hello, sir. I like it already. If it stays like this, I'm so here for it. Gunjuni! Oh, he sounds so good on this. Ooh. Contrasting Haechan with Jisung. Nice choice. Yo, get me... Wait a minute. I recognize that train. Oh god. Sorry. Train nerd moment. Get me all of the cheesy 80 pop music in my veins immediately. Wow. Even the rap section flows so nicely on this beat. Oh, Hitchon on the ad-lib? Oh my god. Renjun with that little bit thicker tone sounds so good on this. Different. The melody is so good. Yes, it's cheesy 80s-esque. I don't care. This is my shit. Oh yes. Love the like the proper rap verse incorporation here. Holy, 3 vocal lines going. Starting the final chorus with a hitch on high note. Oh yeah. Little final chorus action. Oh, it's still going. The way you are. It's so good. It's so good. Wow. Okay. First of all, that song is brilliant. It's so good. It's so good. And, you know, a long time... Oh gosh, what are NCT Dream fans called? Seasonies? Anyways, longtime fans of NCT Dream will probably, I don't know, I have a sneaking suspicion people are going to be underwhelmed by this song. Just because it's pretty standard kind of like retro pop sound that doesn't have too much craziness going on in it. But for me, as someone who grew up listening to 1980s music, like since I was a wee little boy, I want this in my veins immediately, and it makes me sad that I had to wait a week after it dropped to check it out because it's so good. It's so good. And look, it's definitely a different flavor of NCT Dream. I think that's for certain. I think that I can confidently say that. But it's a flavor that I love. I love melodic NCT Dream. It's my favorite kind of NCT Dream, you know. Consider my favorite NCT Dream song for the longest time was Hello Future, which then was usurped by Broken Melodies. And then I later, you know, in 2023 found Dunk Shoot, or Dunk Shot, whatever the pronunciation of it is. There's a trend of me liking really melodic NCT Dream songs, you know, like Blue Wave from the ISTJ album as well. Melodic NCT Dream just really hits for me. Rains in Heaven is like crack cocaine for me. There's so much vocal work going on and they sound so good on it. And you know, when you get a song that can really allow for members who normally wouldn't get a bunch of vocal lines to really not just like partake in the vocal parts, but shine on the vocal parts as well, that's not an easy thing to do. But yet this song does it. Like Jeno, Jimin, and Mork Lee, they vocally have always been very good, but they sound terrific on Rains in Heaven. And when we get to, you know, main vocal line, I mean, they sound great as always. Renjun this time around. Oh my goodness. Like, I been knew he could sing, but he's singing on this song. Anyways, let's talk about it properly. I can listen to this entire thing again if I want to. It's that good. It's also so long. I'm gonna bump up the volume a little bit too. Starting vocalist Mark with this like just casual low sitting vocal color, that is so unfair. Like, that is so unfair because it sounds so good. Like, the way this song starts with the plucky synths, I'm already here for. But then you get Mark coming in with that really gentle, saucy vocal. It's just like goosebumps. Get a little vocalist Geno fill in there. It just, oh yes. Of course, you know, we been knew Chonlook and Sing. If you listen to Moonlight, you know Chonlook and Sing, especially that high note and the final chorus. This time it is Haechan getting that high note in the final chorus, but Chonlook, and then Renju following it up like it's. Oh. Oh, he sounds so good. And then, Haechan's got such an easily identifiable voice that... And then it's further accentuated with the high voice, offset it with the lowest voice in the group. Different. That is a bar. Like, that is a bar. We are the same but hurt different. My goodness. Hurt different. Little unison vocal, never hurt anybody. Also, big train moment. Oh my goodness. There have been certain videos that I've mentioned about the fact that I'll recognize a train in these MVs. And let me geek out as a train nerd for a moment. That carriage right in front there used to run the fast services by where I grew up, like where I was born, up in Hokkaido. That's neat. I didn't think I'd be seeing that on an NCT Dream MV of all things, but give me that chorus again. But I am always by your side. That is, honestly, that is a bar. And it's the fact that, you know, NCT Dream, when it comes to vocals, there are members that can do the high vocal, but this song, until you get Haechan in the pre-chorus, sits pretty low. So to have an entire chorus continuing that, you know, plucky synthy beat in the background, the gentle synthy beat in the background, but getting this almost breathy, airy, floaty high vocal for the entirety of the chorus from everyone like stacked on top of each other is a thing that you don't really expect to happen from an NCT Dream song, and it's that shock factor that really sells this for me. Cheeky little call and response from Jeonla at the end, but I want the big note at the end. I forget this chorus lasts a really long time. I want to see the behind the scenes of recording of this. It's just for this moment, because, like, you know, when you're recording an MV, you're not actually like singing the song unless you're on a different level of cracked. They're just like kind of mouthing along to it. But I want to see how much effort that high note took Jeonla to do in the recording booth, and also, you know, getting a little bit of No, not Chun, of Hichan, sorry, and then getting a little bit of Chunla afterwards to wrap it up. There's just so much vocal separation in that final chorus, and it lasts forever. And I want it to keep going. It's so good. Wow, that lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Didn't help that I had a knee-jerk train nerd moment. I can only apologize for that. I can't change who I am. I'm a big train nerd, okay? But Rains in Heaven on top of Moonlight this year, NCT Dream have really hit my musical interest with their last two drops. I'm so here for it. I love this, and I want more of it. Don't get me wrong, I love the quirkier, bouncier stuff like Smoothie and ISTJ and stuff, but this is where my comfort zone is when it comes to NCT Dream, and they do such a good job of it. I want more of it. You know what I mean? So good. So good. So before this gets any more long-winded, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.